The unhealthiest restaurant in America and why it's controversial. I really want to watch this because I have a history of weight loss, and this might make me feel better because I'm kind of stuck at the same spot for a long time. Anyways, I am just curious about this video though. Let's see.
Basso first opened the Heart Attack Grill, he had no idea that serving the world's unhealthiest menu would come with so much controversy, countless lawsuits, an avalanche of bad press, and multiple heart attacks on the premises. Prior to opening the Heart Attack Grill in 2005, Basso owned 3 different exercise gyms over a 12-year period, where he had advised clients on their dietary and exercise needs, as well as on techniques of caloric reduction. However, he felt
3 of them.
An untruthful line of work, stating, "It's disgusting because you're promising people things that are outside their genetic possibility. Instead of being a slimy, crooked, dishonest peddler of health and fitness services, I would actually launch a hamburger concept that would be absolutely honest."
I don't know. What do you mean outside of their genetic possibility? That's not true. People lose weight all the time. I mean, I did it. I actually lost 50 pounds, and I've been down 50 pounds for years now. So, you know, it's possible. A lot of people lose weight.
And that's the only guiding principle.
Hey, this is bad for you, and it's gonna kill you.
The first Heart Attack Grill in Arizona featured a front door sign reading, "Caution, this establishment is bad for your health," before they'd later add cash only because you might die before the check clears. Inside, they'd proudly display the catchphrase "taste worth dying for." However, the most insane piece of signage was without a doubt this, reading, "Anyone over 350 pounds eats for free all day, every day, unlimited."
Okay, you know, 350 is a different level, I guess, of like being out of control. I'm sure the higher you go, the harder it is to change yourself. So
being no taking food to go, no sharing with others, and does not include beverages. Although this wasn't the only unlimited service offered by the restaurant.
Instead of a salad bar, there's an all-you-can-eat flatliner fries bar.
To serve the free meals, Basso took a tip from Hooters by hiring a bunch of sexy nurses, with a theme of honesty also extending into the
what does that do?
Process, with questions such as whether the applicant has an innie or outie belly button, who would they have a hot one-night stand with, their opinion on certain conspiracy theories, and a comment stating, "No one gives a damn about your academic achievements, but if you want to bore us with them, go right ahead." As the head of the restaurant,
why would you work
dressed as a doctor, stating, "We promote nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, fat, cholesterol, sodium, all the building blocks of a quality, healthy, good time," with these insane statements leading to his first appearance on a local news station.
There is a okay. Is he doing this to be like, is he trying to motivate people the opposite way or something like that?
In Tempe, where the food is
it's pretty extreme.
They call their big burger the quadruple bypass. Not everybody thinks that's funny, least of all the Arizona Board of Nursing.
The stated that the American Nursing Board had received 5 or 6 complaints about them calling their waitresses nurses. However, 5 or 6 complaints was a small price to pay, given the story was basically free advertising.
All right, so if you want a bypass, of course, the good kind, now you know where to go. It's called...
I mean, does that do anything? What are you going to do about it? Why complain to the nursing board? What did they... I don't know.
Heart Attack Grill.
This then turned into further news coverage where John explained the other ways in which the restaurant might kill you.
We don't do Diet Coke. We don't do light beers. We don't even...
Oh, see, I'm already not eating there.
With the unique approach...
A lot of people make fun of the, oh, you order what you want, but you get a Diet Coke. That thing can double your calories if you're not careful. Diet Coke is a way to go if you can stand it. Or anything, don't drink your calories. That's what I learned.
John, this is creating a firestorm. I have a feeling this is just what you wanted.
Well, I can't say that I don't enjoy the publicity.
What's the nurse doing there?
The seats in the restaurant. We've been so lucky as of recently, our web traffic exceeds McDonald's.com.
After noticing that media stories help the business grow, that attempt to set the Guinness World Record for the world's unhealthiest burger, achieving such with the 9,982 calorie quadruple bypass burger. Although this gluttonous piece of
that looks so gross.
Tragedy. The Heart Attack Grill had introduced a spokesperson named Blair River, who at 6'8", 570 pounds, appeared in all of the restaurant's ads.
Oh my goodness. 6'8"?
These old pants.
I get to eat for free.
In a 2011 news report, Blair talked about feeling incredibly healthy.
This is good stuff. Everyone should be modern sized like myself.
However, he passed away before the interview even aired.
Sadly, we now know how long that was.
He was only
Blair
30.
died last week at the age of 29. His family says the cause of death was pneumonia.
Even in death, the Heart Attack Grill maintained their brutally honest branding.
That's the
Had he
problem.
been thinner, he most probably would have survived that pneumonia.
Aren't you
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say that, like, it's not necessarily the pneumonia, it's the weight that won't let you heal correctly, or, you know, you can't fight it off as easily. Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Obesity, which
Absolutely.
obviously kills.
Absolutely.
With Basso taking this even further.
He's probably happy about
If they
it.
do die here, I'm not going to lie to you. That's great for business. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
Is great
He's-
for business at the Heart Attack Grill.
Although the media's goal of discrediting the founder only did the opposite. It's actually refreshing to see someone so painfully honest. The owner is great, he makes no apologies, nor should he. You can't blame him for people doing this to themselves. It's impossible to hate this guy because he's being 100% honest. In a different interview, Basso showed his more compassionate side by stating, "Cynical people might think this, River's death, is funny, but people who knew him are crying their eyes out. There is a lot of mourning going on around here. You couldn't have found a better person. Even if he was skinny, we would have given him the job. We would have just put a fat suit on him. He just had personality."
I don't believe him. I think he's compensating for being so horrible. I'm looking at what he's read. Basso said they had to stop showing some of the ads featuring River on the video screens in the restaurant because they made some of the staff too emotional. Well, yeah, how traumatizing.
As did the restaurant's next spokesperson, Ernie Hart, who
No.
wouldn't last long either, although for a slightly different reason. In
No.
October 2011, Basso moved the restaurant to the land of indulgence, pleasure, and poor short-term choices,
God.
Las Vegas. The new and improved restaurant
That's a
featured
great
public
choice.
electronic cattle scale, as well as new signage reading "Fighting Anorexia Since 2005" and "Send Hate Mail
God.
to by their address."
Okay, that's-
The new
oh,
location
gosh.
also led to a brand new slogan,
Remember, the calories you eat in Vegas stay in Vegas.
as well as an instant increase in business.
We've both doubled in terms of money, in terms of square footage.
However, the craziest change was without a doubt their menu. Despite their quadruple bypass already holding the record for the highest calorie
9,000
burger, the Heart
frickin'
Attack Grill
calories.
then doubled their invention, creating the octuple bypass burger, which featured 8 patties, 4
I mean, what's the big deal about that? It's not that creative. You just stacked a bunch of crap on top of it to make it that many calories. What's the big deal?
pieces of bacon.
Anyone
and
could do that.
19,900 calories. At around the same point in time, the Heart Attack Grill updated their website to include free video and images for the press, where the motivation for the
Gosh.
octuple bypass burger became pretty obvious.
So
were trying to generate
rude.
media attention, and this is
Like, what's the
exactly
big deal?
what
You
they
can't even
got.
hold
The
it.
new burger led to over 100 million views worth of exposure on YouTube, as
Whoa, that's Dicacado. Yep.
different content creators visited the restaurant to see if they could eat it.
Nicotto,
Those who could, such as
Dicacado.
Stoney, were given a ride out of the restaurant in a novelty wheelchair, although there were others who were forced to leave in an ambulance.
A customer at the Heart Attack Grill was rushed to the hospital after
For a
eating
heart
sandwich
attack?
called the triple bypass burger.
In February 2012, an
Oh
article
my
was
God.
published titled "Man Has Heart Attack While Eating at the Heart Attack Grill," which is followed by another article only 2 months later reading, "Heart Attack Grill lives up to its name again this week when a woman collapsed in their Las Vegas restaurant. This marks the second person to fall victim to their horrifically caloric food in less than a year."
I don't know if I can call them a victim. He's clearly very confident in what he's saying. He's making it very honest, very blunt, and you still go in there. You know what you're getting. He's not making anything up. Like, whose fault is it at
With
that
the Heart Attack
point?
Grill responding in the most brand appropriate way by bragging about it on their website. 2 ambulance departures in less than 60 days left an indelible mark on the Heart Attack
It's
Grill's
terrible.
public image. Dr. John delivered a clear message to the media that such tragedies shall inevitably continue due to having clientele which he refers to as being the avant-garde of nutritional risk takers.
Did that heart attack pad my wallet with money? Absolutely. Did I enjoy
like-
that? Absolutely.
Although Though this is still nothing compared to what would happen 1 year later. The Heart Attack Grill had a new unofficial spokesperson named John Ellerman, who was recognized as the restaurant's most loyal customer.
no.
He never missed a day, even on Christmas, Basso said. People just loved him. He connected with people in a real way, although all of this changed on the 11th of February 2013.
Don't tell me he passed away
After
again.
chowing down on his daily feed at the grill, John Ellerman suffered a heart attack and died while waiting for the bus at the front of the store. This led to Basso's craziest PR
Daily.
stunt to date.
They'll say it's grotesque. They'll say, how can you keep the man's cremation here?
With Basso keeping the cremation inside the restaurant as he wants you to know his food kills so that maybe you'll stop eating junk. This man is willing to sacrifice his...
Wait. Hold on. He said he wants you to know his food kills so that maybe you'll stop eating junk. That's like one of the first times he said, you shouldn't eat this. You should stop eating it. I guess he's trying to reverse psychology here.
This man is willing to sacrifice his reputation and maybe even his humanity to try and make the world a healthier place. I respect him for it. Basso believes the restaurant helps customers to reflect on their own choices, having stated anybody who's over 350 pounds gets on that scale. We applaud them like the big sumo wrestler they are, treat them like a champ, make them feel good for that moment, give them free food all they want. But these people go home at night and they ponder that and say, wow, why did I just get free food and have the whole restaurant applauding for me? Because I'm a freak, plain and simple.
I don't think they did.
I'm running an obesity intervention and I think it works. I really do. Everybody should check out our Facebook and see a lot of people say, hey Dr. John, I've lost 82 pounds since the last time I was in. It's the X factor, something that snapped in that person that said, wow, I'm gonna make a change in my life, and they did, and that's fabulous. With this sentiment also showing up in the YouTube comments. The Heart Attack Grill restaurant has motivated me to take care of myself, stick to my diet. The namesake restaurant actually
I suppose.
Message. If you don't take care of yourself today, you might find yourself eating a free meal at my restaurant in the not so distant future, because everyone over 350 pounds eats for free, and they're...
Yeah, I get it. Okay, but there's always going to be somebody who says, oh, this actually helped me.
Therefore, Basso believes the restaurant is an overall positive.
I am a believer that when people hear my message, the net health benefit to society is incredibly good.
However,
but you're also getting really wealthy.
Not everybody agrees.
He's deliberately trying to get people to eat more than they need.
With this being echoed by the legendary Anthony Bourdain, who stated, there is a
rest in
restaurant in
peace.
Vegas, I think it's called the Heart Attack Grill, where if you're over 350 pounds, you eat for free. I think that should be pretty much a war crime. On top of this, a former waitress went public talking about her terrible time working at the restaurant, explaining that after a man passed out mid-meal, a manager made me take out my cell phone to record a video of the whole thing so they could send it to the media.
Is that legal?
Friday afternoon, and he hoped it would make the news so they could have a busy weekend. On the opposite end of the spectrum,
my gosh.
a different waitress stated this.
Get bonuses.
I enjoy this way too much.
So the experience clearly depends on which person you ask. In a different instance, the PCRM sent a letter to Basso asking him to declare moral bankruptcy and close the Heart Attack Grill.
Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Like, okay. It's an anti-meat advocacy group. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna like...
Given the restaurant earned $5.5 million in revenue last year, it seems obvious that Dr. John Basso and the Heart
You just
Attack
gave him
Grill
free
won't be
advertising.
anywhere anytime soon.
Of course not. Like, why would he? I don't know. What's the reason he would... What is the reason he would stop at this point? Anyways, it's a really good video. It kind of makes me feel bad about humanity. But I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Like, yeah, he sucks, but he's... I don't know. It's such a unique message. But I guess if people are going to overeat that much, they're going to do it anywhere. Even if it's at this restaurant or at any other restaurant, they're going to do it. And it's like, you really have to take control of your own life. And he's not forcing anyone to walk into that restaurant. It sucks. But yeah, I'll link the video below and you should check it out. It's a really good video. Subscribe to SunnyV2 if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. It's a very popular channel, but if you haven't, still go check it out. And I will see y'all in the next one.